Just spell Dad's full name for me, please.
Out of hours, but not out of reach. Now in Birmingham and Solihull, an unresolved palliative care crisis at night doesn't have to mean a call to 999.
It's night time, it's scary, there's not a doctor around the corner, and actually there's less services, and I think now there's more, which I think will be reassuring to families and patients in Solihull and Birmingham. SPUR can respond, we can go out within 2 hours, we can assess, we can prescribe, we have abilities to bring drugs with us if there is a gap in the medication. So we can really much deliver the symptom control in a very timely fashion. I've seen other services immediately come and refer into SPUR. I've seen patients and families pick up the phone for SPUR, so that shows me that there was a gap. To see that come into fruition and actually see people immediately pick up the phone to reach out because they need help, and us to be able to, you know, what excites about SPUR and the team is they've gone out and they've closed that gap, they've delivered care, and the outcome for the patient has been patient-centred, and they've been kept at home, supported by their loved ones and SPUR, and then it's that ongoing care afterwards and how we hand back over to the day to help with the care planning. So that's what excites me about SPUR. The patients are at the centre and they're reaching out.
Robert Freeman was one of SPUR's first patients after his daughter Shannon called the service at night when he was in distress.
When they come out, they was really reassuring. You know, they give us quite a lot of information, and yeah, they was just really nice with how comfortable they made Dad feel, and also me obviously being stood there in my pyjamas at 1 o'clock of the morning.
What would you have done without SPUR?
Struggled. Because I think because of how much discomfort he was in and pain, I don't know what we would have done, because you could see in his face and his whole body was trembling from the amount of pain he was in. With obviously the ambulance service, you've obviously got the wait times of ambulances, and then because obviously for my dad, he wouldn't be fit to sit in the waiting room. So if they didn't have any beds to be able to treat him, they didn't have to hold him on the back of an ambulance, and he'd have to spend considerable amount of time outside A&E before even being seen. So I think we would have struggled really bad, to be honest.
It's a long time between when you go to bed and whatever, and then you getting up in the morning. So if you can get hold of someone that can help you get rid of your pain or your anguishes or whatever, it's just great. It does help people.
Did it help you?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
The impact that the SPUR service is having in the community, I think, is significant, especially at a time like this when there's a lot of cancer patients out there and they're dying at home, and there's no one there to really intervene. So with the SPUR service, we have seen a lot of patients that don't have any package of care. Not just symptom control, they have no package of care, they got no loved ones around, so we make referral and get the service that can help them. For example, tonight, this patient, the family is very concerned because the wife, she's not sleeping. So we'll try to see if we can get a referral in through the CNS tomorrow, so we can get like a night sit until this patient become a bit less confused. My last shift before this, there was a patient that we went out. The paramedic was there, the district nurse was there, and we went out because there was no midazolam or morphine in the house, and the patient wanted to stay at home. The paramedics said that they're gonna remove oxygen after, so I gave midazolam and morphine, and I've asked the patient if they want to go into hospital, and the patient said no, they want to be at home. And paramedic and the SPUR's team and the district nurse and the family and the patient came together because there was no home oxygen. We tried to get some home oxygen in as well, but the patient, that was our choice. She wanted to be at home, and she did stay at home, and she passed away the next day, and the family was really appreciative, and that's what the patient wanted. The patient was really happy as well, and I'm happy as well because I think what I've done, everybody's grateful for it, so, and it's rewarding.
So lockbox 2.
For SPUR nurse Julie, her experience in palliative and end-of-life care goes beyond the professional. She lost her son Ricky in his 30s and says she thinks that what SPUR offers is invaluable.
I just think this is an amazing service watching. I've watched it from both sides. So for me, it's an excellent service, it's what's needed. And it's no disrespect to any other teams, any district nurses, because they're all under immense stress and pressure. And if we can take that pressure off by taking on the palliative patients, and that's the difference with palliative patients, their pain comes on and has to be dealt with as soon as possible.
I think it's a service that's definitely needed because it may help patients stay at home in their last days, and I think that's something that's important to many of the patients. So it's a service that, if possible, should be expanded in many different cities.
SPUR works closely with other out-of-hours community teams.
Previously, we struggled to get patients who need attention during the night, but with SPUR in palliative care or end-of-life care, now SPUR is there. We've got that immediate response to end-of-life patients in their own home. So it's fantastic. It's a different service. In the daytime was never a problem, but now we've got that service. It's much, much better.
Do you know how much in the way of analgesia Dad's using? I can see that he's on some Zolmorph.
At any hour, SPUR brings expert palliative care and dignity at the end of life.